All right, it's time for some free money. You're in the right spot. It's all right. Bet on DWMOD. We've been handing out cash like crazy the last bunch of weeks, and you're in the right spot for week 6, October 2nd through the 6th. Get ready. NFL picks, NCAA picks coming your way, and you're going to get paid.
Wanna bet?
Cash money.
It's time for another episode of All Right Bet.
Wanna bet?
No! God, please, no! No!
Tease it. Tease it.
When I want a chicken dinner.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I was dialed in this weekend on a few too many. Oh, God, please, no. God, no.
I mean, this week, I admit that the two that really hurt me, the main one that hurt me was that block field goal by the Bears. They got the Raiders. The Raiders beat the Bears for I don't know, 57, 58 minutes. So 2 or 3 plays.
Yeah.
Geno was horrible.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at Geno. I'm mad at Geno.
Yeah, that burned you real bad, buddy, because that was our head-to-head, too.
Yeah, they should have won. Raiders should have won.
They should have. They should have won the game, man.
The whole way.
What is going on with the rule change? Or I don't know that it's a rule change. Something's going on. All these special teams coaches have caught on to something because kicks are getting blocked like mad this year, man.
There has been this year, or maybe we're finally at great special teams now.
I mean, they're blocking kicks like crazy now. I'd like to see what's going on and have somebody break it down, man. All over the place. All right, guys. Listen, you're in the right spot. We're going to give you some money. We're going to hand out some winners this weekend, and we keep it rolling. We finished the Major League Baseball season, Andy. It's over. Season's over. We're in the postseason now. Our final record on the season, 579 wins, 342 losses. Pretty good year, Major League Baseball.
Buddy, you did great. As everybody knows, I placed 2 maybe baseball bets all year. And I think I went 2, as I said last week. Those are the same 2. One time I was with you and I placed 2 or 3, and I lost all 3 of them.
Yeah.
So you did a great job, though. You killed it this year.
We racked them up. We did well. College football guys, we're doing well as well this year so far. Andy, we are 85, 36, and 1.
Pretty good.
Through 5 weeks. That's pretty good. Last week we went 19-4 on the picks we gave you. NCAA, that's money line, teaser, spreads, all of it. 19-4. NFL, we went 18-8, and we're 51-22 on the season there. So I don't know. I mean, what can you complain about?
Seems really good.
Seems really, really good. The only thing that really hurts you is, you got to put those parlays together the right way. And it's just, every once in a while, look, we could go 19-4 in NCAA, but if we have that one team we love, we just keep tagging on all the parlays. I'll put that in. That's a gimme. And then it burns you. And then you burn those tickets up.
Yeah, that is a real Andy move. Just to fall in love with the team and then just get totally toasted.
I think it was the third to last day of the baseball season. I was on the road and just kind of rushed. And I was I knew my picks I wanted, but when I put my parlays together, Andy, and I forget who it was, but it might've been the Brewers or something. And then they were the only team that lost, went 5-1. And I didn't hit one parlay. And I started looking through them all. I played about 6. And I was like, Michael, you got the fucking Brewers on every fucking parlay.
Yeah, I think last week in college football, I really liked Air Force for some reason because Hawaii doesn't travel real well, and I thought Air Force was kind of good. No, and I had Air Force in numerous parlays. That's how much I loved Air Force. Yeah, Air Force lost by 9 or 10. They got beat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They did. We're gonna be jumping on a little Fresno later. Let's touch on these dogs though, man. Money line dogs for us on the season. Now, guys, if you're playing a money line dog, you're playing, you got the odds. You're on plus money there. On the season so far, we're 17-17, Andy. I mean, if you're 500 on money line dogs, you're cashing money.
Great.
You're cashing money right there. You're cashing. Last week, though, so you guys know the drill. It's, are we going to be the Ricky Gervais happy dog rescue guy, or are we going to be Sarah McLachlan, really sad dog rescue person? And this week, unfortunately, Andy, we were sad dogs. We were Sarah McLachlan this week, 4-7. We went 4-7 on moneyline dogs this week, and you know what that tells me?
We're not playing enough dogs.
We're playing too many. Why are we giving out 11 moneyline dogs? That's a little ego. Listen, guys, we're gonna check the ego. We're going to check the Eagle.
11, though. That's, hey, we gave out 11. We had 4 of them. That's not bad. Come on.
That's
like
too
40%.
many money line dogs. I think we're feeling ourselves a little too much on the last bunch of weeks. We were red hot. In the NFL, we went 3-2. So, we did pretty well with the NFL money line dogs, but college football, 1-5 on those, I think. So we end up 4-7. Not bad, but listen, we're going to tone it down a bit and go for the ones we really want to cash the money on this week. What do you think?
Yeah, you might as well. I think we lost on like Cincinnati last week, who, by the way, had Kansas dead right.
They did.
I think they lost. I can't remember, but
yeah, they did. Kansas ended up covering, I think.
Yeah, but they had Kansas. So, a couple breaks our way. You're 500 on those money line dogs. One or two breaks. So
yeah, 1 or 2. Well, that's the other thing I want to tell you about the money line dogs last week, guys. Of those 11 games, 8 of them covered if you just took the spread. We took a money line. If you took spread, 8 of those underdogs hit. So let's give ourselves a little credit.
Well, you should also, play the money line or play the spread as well.
Yeah, you should have. I didn't on a lot of them. That's on me. That's my own fault. But, anyway, guys, we did hand you out a ton of winners, and we're going to get to listing them off for you right here because we put our money where our mouth is. You can check it every week. You can look at these scores. You can look them up. We're not handing you pipe dreams like a lot of sites that won't post their business. But, hey, this week, all the wins are brought to you by the RustBeltClub.com. Fantastic gear. Andy's got some shirts. I got some shirts. Check them out.
Brought to you by the RustBeltClub.com. They make the most comfortable clothes you ever wore, and they're guaranteed to be the most conversational. Put on your Rust Belt gear, and people are guaranteed to get inquisitive. Is that Tom Brady's joint? Where can I grab them cakes? Who won that game? Oh, good morning, counselor. Is that a tooth beer or 2? I know that guy. Ho, that's a haunted water park. Abracadabra. And that's the RustBeltClub.com. It's for folks with an inquired taste.
Yeah, acquired taste, man. Get over there and check it out. They got great gear. And Louis, go ahead, cue up the music. There it is, guys. Hey, last week, Andy, we handed out 39 total picks. We went 26-13. We gave you Notre Dame. A&M wound up on a push. We gave you Ohio State, Tennessee, CMU, New Mexico, ULM, go Warhawks, ECU, TCU, Toledo, Illinois. In the NFL, we gave you the Seattle cover on the over tees that we gave you. The Jags, the Chiefs, the Bears, all with the upsets. Eagles covered. They ended up covering. Vikes and Eagles tees. The Texans, Titans under we gave you. The Bears tees we gave you. Green Bay, Jags, KC, Cards, Pitt, Broncos tees. All those teases came in. Andy, thank you. Perfect timing. Listen, all those teases we gave last week, we lost 2. I think we handed out like 14 teasers. 2 of them didn't come in.
Yeah, it's a good, I love the Chiefs. That was a great one. I don't know if I took Chiefs on as my money line dog. I should have, but that was a good tease. Luckily the Vikes and the Steelers, you could have teased that either way. Those are great when you can tease them either way.
Yeah. You definitely had Kansas City in there. I was on the Jags. I was on the Bears. Listen, we hit some. We definitely hit some. It was a good week. But this week, if you're looking for the biggest 6 games of the week, well, you got to head on to the other episode. We just got done recording with comedian Tankhead Mo. He's got his own podcast. We talked all about it. But listen, those games are Miami, Florida State, Texas and Florida, Vandy, Bama. 3 biggest college games. You're going to get our picks over there. 49ers, Rams. You got the Washington, D.C. Commanders against the old San Diego Chargers, now the L.A. Bolts. And we got Kansas City against the Jags. All those picks will be over there. So, Andy, let's jump on some NCAA this week that we like outside of those. I'm going to jump in real early here with Illinois. I mean, the big win over Southern Cal last week, I didn't think they were going to pull that off. I thought SC had too many athletes. Illinois pulled off the upset, which is one I think you were on. I think you gave that as a money line dog. They're laying 9.5 to Purdue this week at Purdue. Listen, we talked Purdue with Gabe McAteer last week. The program is, under Barry Odom, they're a lot better than they were before. They're playing competitive football. But listen, I think I'm going to be on Illinois laying this 9.5, and especially on a teaser.
Yeah, I kind of like Purdue here, to be honest. I think it's a spot play where it's like, for me, Illinois is last week they just had a huge win. I would have bet against Illinois no matter who they were playing. Ultimately, it's just to me, it's one of those spots where I smell a letdown coming, and
Okay.
I like the quarterback for Illinois, Altmaier, whatever his name is. He's good. He's pretty good, but right now, I think the spread is like 10. I think it's going up. I think if you like Purdue or you want to just do what I'm doing, which is I'm just going to bet against Illinois.
Yeah, you're going to wait until just about kickoff, see how high that gets.
Yeah, and I would check back in on full disclosure. It's Tuesday. We're recording this a day earlier than normal, so I would definitely wait till Thursday, Friday, and see. And if it's just going to stay around this number, then maybe I tease Illinois, maybe. But knowing me, it's a double-digit home dog who, after playing a team that I don't think is very good, coming up, and they're playing a team that just had a season-saving win. I kind of smell a letdown here.
Yeah, well, they can't afford it. I tell you that. I'm going to be watching that line as well, guys. And if I can get a buy 1.5 and get this thing under 9, I'm going to be on Illinois big time. Team I love in the MAC in the next game. I've been betting them every week. They've been covering like crazy. They've hit some money line upsets for me. That's the Ohio Bobcats. They're for real. Navarro is good. This team is competing for the MAC championship. And if things go well, a couple other teams drop 1 or 2, they could be ready to crash the playoff maybe. What's going to go against them is I think they've got 2 losses against Power 5s, but close games in both of those. I think a field goal they lost in one of those. Anyway, it's Ohio -13 at Ball State. Ball State not that great. I will be teasing this thing for sure. If we can get it at 6 under a touchdown, that's a no-brainer. But I'm going to be on Ohio. They're putting points up. They are beating teams by spreads.
Ohio's one of those teams I'm not buying in for me. And, this line opened up at Ball State at about 16 and a half. So money's coming in on Ball State. It's now at 14, I see.
Keep it down.
As long as it's 2 touchdowns, I'll be on Ball State. And if it goes less than that, it's probably a pass. But if it's going to be 2 touchdowns, I'll hang with the home team and I'll hang with the 14. I'll give you Ball State. If it gets down to 10, 11, which I doubt it gets that far.
No.
It did open up at 16 and a half, 17. So it is dropping. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm going to buy this thing and get the point. I'm going to be in at 13, and I'm going to be in at a tease at 6 as a no-brainer. I just love Ohio this year. They're every game playing tough. Went to West Virginia and knocked them off. This is a good football team. Remember, they gave Ohio State all they could handle for 3 quarters. Yeah. This is a good football team. Yeah. All right. Here's a team neither one of us are high on right now, but they're playing another team that I think is even worse. I don't know, man. I think it's a steal to grab Clemson laying 13 at North Carolina. I mean, they need a win desperately. Give me Dabo and the better athlete. North Carolina's reeling. They're getting pounded every week. I just think Bill's just not into – I don't know, man. But it just feels like a spot where you're going to see old Clemson just mop them up.
Yeah, maybe. The problem is Clemson's coming off a bye, which – That gives me pause to bet on North Carolina. I'm not taking North Carolina, no, but it just gives me a little pause. If you were thinking about North Carolina, probably stay away from me because I don't know what this Clemson team is going to do. Right? Is Dabo going to get them to quit? Are they going to quit? Or are they going to try? Right? Because they're ultimately out of the playoffs, and then a lot of dudes returning, and a lot of these dudes are going to go pro, and are these dudes going to be – how hard are they going to try, I guess is my question.
You bring up a good point, but I need you to look at it from the other side. Like you said, there's a lot of guys here that are going to go pro, and this is a game to get your ass some film. This is a game to play for yourself. It ain't about the quitting on Clemson or Dabo right now. This is – especially that D-line. This is a game to go get yourself some film for the NFL. I just like it. It just has a feel to me. I'm taking it. I'm taking laying the 13, and I'm taking the teaser, both.
Yeah, you might as well. I think it's – why not?
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to touch on Texas and Florida. We did that one over on the Big 6 picks. You got to go over there to check that one out. Also, Bama Vandy, you got to get over there to check that one out too. Let's jump on one that we both love. And guys, this is a team that this is team beginning of the year. He's ready to roll them. It was all in on him. We know the story. It's the Akron 5.
What about this? Don't worry, Wally. Dean Elias assured me that we're dealing with real sportsmen.
Just ineligible. Look at them all getting
How do you do?
Not allowed to play in the postseason.
As loyal Armadillo fans, my colleagues and I are pleased to be able to help you in your time of need, and we look forward to a spirited workout. Gentlemen, this is your home field, so please take the ball. All right, Dillos, let's get it on!
They got everybody in that damn thing. If you guys don't know what that clip is from, it's from one of the greatest football movies ever, Necessary Roughness. It's awesome. It's awesome. And it's a bunch of they're scrimmaging the prison team. The prison team's getting off the bus. That's Akron this year, guys.
Yeah, baby.
Andy, unfortunately, your boys got mollywopped last week on a Toledo cover that we gave you. This week they're running up against a hot CMU Fire Up Chips team.
You know I love the Chips. You know I've said the Chips are going to wreck MAC teams. All right. So guess what? The wrecking is happening. It is definitely happening right now. And I think the spread's like 4.5, 5. What is it? 7?
8.5 right now.
Oh, it opened at 4.5, by the way.
Okay.
Just so you know how many people are just pounding the Chips. Look, if it's me, I'm taking the Chips. I'm teasing this game all day.
God, yeah.
And I'm taking the Chips. And I'm probably taking the under. I don't know what the over-under is, but the Chips going to do what I think they're going to do is they're just going to run all over these guys.
Oh, they're gonna just absolutely destroy Akron and not even look back. Akron cannot play with them on the ground. They can't match them. They can't play them. And this is one, guys, where we're gonna give a 7-point teaser on this because we give touchdown teasers. Give yourself better odds. Just play the 6-point teaser and get them at -2.5. You stay under the field goal, get yourself some better odds. But it's Fire Up Chips all weekend. Again, Andy, sorry. Akron is not getting 5 wins.
Well, no, they're not gonna. I love this Chips team. I've been calling for the reckoning of the Chips, man. I think the Chips destroy team. So I'm all in. It's Akron happens to come against my mistress, the Central Michigan. So I got to go with my mistress on this one.
Yeah, got to roll. Fire Up Chips, baby. Here's one I like. It's against a team that you're high on, though. But after last week's performance by the Houston Cougars, I don't know if 11.5 points is enough for them against Texas Tech. Texas Tech looks for real. I mean, they're putting up points. And the one game that they had a back and forth battle with a very good Utah team, one of the best defenses in the country every year. And in the fourth quarter, they just started pulling away on them. I really think Texas Tech is going to cover. And I'm going to take this on a teaser as well, buddy. 11.5 over Houston.
I love Houston here. To me, it's just an enormous spot play where I love Willie Fritz. Give me the plus 11.5. It was 12.5. Money's coming in on Houston. I love Houston. Like, look, the last time we saw these teams, Texas Tech just destroyed Utah or whatever. Like, they looked awesome. Everybody in the world thinks Texas Tech is going to win the Big 12. They think they're awesome. I don't think so. I still don't think they're going to win the Big 12. I'm sure I'll be wrong and they'll win the Big 12. But Houston has got a great coach. That game that they squeaked out and they won 30-27 in overtime against, I don't remember the team right now on Friday night. We were watching it. Like, I loved it. I loved that they
Oregon State.
Yeah. Found a way to win, and that coach will play off that. And I'm all on Houston here. All
right, man. You're on the island by yourself there. I'm going to be all over Texas Tech. I think this is a game. They just keep that train rolling. I don't think they're going to win the Big 12 either. I'm still on my original pick before the season started, Iowa State. I like the ability of a team in a conference where everybody wants to play 65 to 60 games. Nobody wants to play into defense. I love to give a chance to the team that wants to take the air right out of the ball and Iowa you. You know what I mean? I'm like, give me. I would say,
in this game, and I'm not saying it's not I wouldn't make it a money line dog pick, but I would say you might want to sprinkle just a couple bucks on Houston Cougars. Just sprinkle it. I think it's possible. I think the coach is awesome. And dude, this guy is Willie Fritz, man. The dude can coach. He can coach.
Yeah.
He'll have him ready.
He'll there's what you're saying is true. I just think Texas Tech is humming. Andy's probably right. We'll see. After you get punched in the mouth like that last week and then come back and win the game.
Yeah,
but maybe have your wake up.
I will say I always like, and I just did it a couple teams ago. Illinois. I love. So the previous week when we see a team do really awesome and surprise people like USC, I'm going to bet against Illinois in the next week case. In the previous week, we saw Houston survive ultimately a bad Oregon. That makes me love them the next week. These are just plays that for me are kind of automatic plays, and that's the situation.
Okay. Hey, you won money on it. There's no denying that. All right. The next team I like every week seems like people are off this team. The money line moves are not in favor of this team. It's UNLV, but they just keep finding ways to win on the road. They're at Wyoming, and you can get them at 2.5. And this is going to be the third time I'm going to take UNLV on the road, laying a field goal or less, and they're going to win. I'm on UNLV.
Maybe we're just going to go head to head all week. I'm like, I don't think UNLV is any good. Now, I don't think Wyoming's any good.
No,
but I do think playing in Wyoming is worth way more than playing at UNLV. So again, you're going to get me a home dog, like at that 3 against 2 teams that I don't think are very good. Like I'm going to take Wyoming.
Yeah. Well, I don't listen. Your logic is dead on and you're right. And that's exactly what I was trying to explain, but you said it better. But UNLV has been in this spot all year where they look like, to give me the home dog here. UNLV is not good. And every time they win, I'm just going to roll them
right now. But I see Wyoming at 3.5, by the way.
Okay. Buy the point, guys. Get the 2.5.
Yeah.
Jump on that bad boy. If it gets north of you being able to get under 3, maybe not, but at 2.5, I'm going to be on UNLV for sure. Any other ones you like before I jump to some teasers that I love?
Yeah. You
now hold on to your dogs though. Hold on to your money line dogs.
You mentioned this is a favorite. It's a 1.5 point favorite at home. As you said, it's the team you think is going to win the Big 12. And I like Cincinnati. I like Cincinnati at home -1.5. Look, Iowa State to me is a team that's won a lot of coin flip games. They've won like 3 games by 3 points or less. They beat Iowa. They beat K-State. Look, those teams aren't very good, right? Like K-State's not very good. They're just not. And so I think the regression comes a little bit in season for the Cyclones here. And I think this is one of the games they will lose. So I like Cincy at -1.5. I think it's a delightful little tiny little home favorite.
All right, I'm going to give you a little spoiler alert here before you keep moving. I'm going to give you one of my money line dogs for the week, and it's Iowa State. So here's our head-to-head, buddy. It's a 1-point game. Nobody's got an advantage in this thing. This going to be our head-to-head. I'm taking Iowa State on my money line dogs, man.
All right, I like it. I like Cincy. That's give me. Let me get off the schneid here and get a victory.
All right, jump back in.
Here's another game. I think this is an interesting one. It's Sparty and the Huskers, and I'm not talking about the spread here. Right, the spread is like 11.5. I would probably lean Sparty just because, let me know when Nebraska's going to destroy a halfway decent major college team. But I'm more interested in this is the over/under. Now, in Lincoln, it's supposed to be, I think, on Saturday, pretty windy. Going to be a little bit of a wind game, and you know what that tells me? The under. Now, the over-under opened around 52, 53. It's now at 48.5. We've probably missed the best of we've missed the best of the number. But 48.5 still leans me to the under. So I'd maybe take a little nibble on that game on the under, especially if weather's going to play a factor, which I do think it will. I think weather's involved in that game. Yeah. So it's going to be one of those games where I swear you're going to tune into that game. It's going to be super windy or rainy or something terrible. And you're going to be like, why am I not on the under? So as of right now, as we know, weather does change and maybe it won't. So as of today, as we all admitted, it's Tuesday. Give me the under there. I like the under there.
I like that.
Let's see. Oh, I also like TCU -13.
Yeah.
I like TCU. I just think look, they should have won that game last week. So I like that.
One of our money line dogs last week was TCU.
Yeah. And here's another one. Here's 2. I'll give you 2 more that I'm just as I'm perusing here. I like App State -1.5 against Oregon State. Oregon State at home probably can fight. Oregon State on the road, no thank you. So give me App State at App State at -1.5. The other game I think is interesting is Louisville. UVA is coming off a huge. Again, this goes back into that theory. I feel like I'm gonna push all week here. We just saw UVA complete a huge upset, right? Beat a very good FSU team. We all kind of think maybe you're going to want to take UVA here in the +7.5. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take Louisville, who I believe, and I think I said this at the beginning of the year, Louisville is in it to win the ACC. I think they have a legit shot. They got to, they need FSU and Miami to kind of stumble here. We were already starting to get that. If Louisville just kind of wins out, I like Louisville to play and have a chance to go to the playoffs.
Big matchup with Georgia Tech, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, they got that too. So they got Georgia Tech, though. I don't know, man.
They had their scare last week, but that's kind of a rivalry game. That's a big rivalry game, Wake and Georgia Tech. So
right. So those are off the top of that. I'm looking. I'm kind of perusing, but that so far, if I see anything that pops out here in the next 2 minutes, I'll let you know. But that's kind of I'll think of the games because you hit on the other ones I like. Like I like CMU, I like Houston,
Yeah,
I like Purdue, I kind of like Ball State. I kind of like those home dogs, but that's just kind of typical Andy fare, really, like a nice little home dog.
Yeah, yep, it is. All right, then I'm going to run down the rapid fire teasers like we do every week, guys. We're not going to drag you into the weeds with the teasers. We're going to go rapid fire. I'm going to throw some at you, and Andy's going to yay or nay me and throw some in at the end if I missed anything he likes. Let's start right off the top. We're going to go Michigan -9.5 to Wisconsin. You can get that under 10. Take Michigan at home under 10 to Wisconsin in a teaser.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Iowa State, Cincinnati. Now, listen, if we're doing a touchdown teaser, go ahead and give me Iowa State +8.5. Now, regardless what you think of this game, nobody's winning it by 10 points.
Just if you're going to tease this game, please tease the dog. That's all I ask. Don't tease Cincinnati to +3.5, 4. That's that is burn your tease money.
Yeah, that's burn your tease. Even if you tease them to 6, it might be a burn your tease. Might just take the 8.5. You're over a touchdown. This is a touchdown game.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, here we go. Clemson laying 7 in North Carolina. I really kind of like that.
Sure.
Okay, let's go. Texas and Florida. We're not going to give you that's on the other one there. Notre Dame laying 13.5 to Boise. Yes, please. We saw Notre Dame last week against Arkansas, and I don't think this fits your criteria of a team that really played well fading the next week. This is a team that's like, we got to start blowing teams out or we're not making the playoff.
Different. This is different because I think I liked Arkansas, I will admit, but I think there's tons and tons of people that like Notre Dame last week, so it doesn't really fit the criteria.
Yeah, right. And this is Notre Dame gets how the system works now. They've got the 2 losses. They need to start winning by margins. Yeah. So I'm going to take Notre Dame laying the 13.5 and a teaser for sure. Listen, guys, call me a homer. Call me what you want because I'm going to be at the game. But you can give me the ULM Warhawks +17.5 at Northwestern because I'm telling you, ULM is a good football team this year. And Northwestern, like you said earlier about somebody, I can't remember, Andy, but you tell me when Northwestern's going to blow somebody out.
Yeah, I think I did this last week with UCLA. I took +6 and it worked out. Northwestern is not a very good football team. It doesn't matter who they're playing. There's no world, in my opinion, where they should be double-digit favorite. I don't care who they're playing. They can be playing Akron. I'm taking Akron in points at that point. So I'm definitely taking ULM. Also, ULM, outside of they need it. So they need this game. So I like ULM in that one.
Yeah, I like ULM, and I'll be playing. I'm not putting them as an official money line pick because I'm trying to keep it to 3 this week, but I'll be sprinkling money, a little money line road win here for ULM at Northwestern, and we'll get into that. We did get into that on the Warhawk report over on the Big 6 picks, so I won't beat that to death. But +17.5, go Warhawks, towns up. Easy one here. CMU basically in a pick 'em against Akron. I mean, if CMU loses this game at Akron, I'll drink a beer out of my hat. I'll tell you that right now. Hold me to it.
For sure.
That's a pick 'em. Texas State laying 6.5 to Arkansas State. Andy, I'm telling you this right now. I just watched Arkansas State play a football game. They're not a very good football team. They're just not. They're just not. And I'm going to tell you where they're weak. ULM was hammering them off the edges, getting in space off the edge, and that's all Texas State's going to try to do and score 100 points on them. Texas State -6.5 at Arkansas State. Give me that.
Yep.
Okay. Sure. All right, let's go. Texas Tech -4.5 to Houston, but you like Houston on the money line, so maybe this is not a tease for you.
I would also just tease Houston to 17, 18, whatever.
Fair enough. Yeah, probably the better play by Andy. Probably the better play. If this line moves enough where I can tease and get Texas Tech at a field goal or less, I'll be on Texas Tech. But otherwise, Andy's right. Put the points on Houston and take.
And if Houston loses and they get blown out, then we'll know for next week. But I don't think they're going to get blown out. I think, they may lose by 14, but I don't think they're going to get blown out.
Yeah, exactly. And if it's 12 and you're putting 7 on it and you're getting 19, take Houston in the 19, guys. That's the smarter move. That's why we run through them. Guys. Fresno laying 7 to Nevada. It's a home game for Fresno State. You know where I lie on games in the Valley and the Bulldogs, baby. Saturday is for the boys. And this is one of those teams, like you say, Andy, good at home, maybe not so good on the road. This is a team that is fabulous at home and decent on the road.
Yeah.
Fresno -7 at home against Nevada. Do you have any teasers you want to add to those, or just
give me San Diego State down to a pick 'em against Colorado State. Give me that.
Okay.
If San Diego State's at home, why not? I don't know why I wouldn't, to be honest.
Okay.
Give me Baylor at home against K-State. Like I just think Baylor can score too many points. I think it takes them down to a pick 'em. I'm just gonna get you down to a pick 'em in a lot of these.
Okay.
I would probably even gamble on a team like Virginia Tech. Get me down against Wake Forest. Like, look, Wake Forest kind of missed their opportunity last week against Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
A team. This is one of those games to me that fits the criteria of like I'm going to bet against Wake Forest here. Like everybody just saw them almost beat a good Georgia Tech team, so everybody's a little high on Wake and down on VT, which I get. Not just the coach there. But let me roll the Hokies on that one.
Okay. All right.
Just throwing out there. I would also look. I like Washington. I love Jed Fish. I love that coach. But Maryland at plus 6.5. Like make it plus 12.5. Give me Maryland at home, please.
Yeah. All right, Maryland plus the 12.5.
Okay. Louisville. I know I talked about Louisville, but if you can get Louisville down to -1 or 2, or even a 0.5, like yes. Sorry,
right.
UVA. I just don't think it's. I think your time is in the sun is expiring. For me.
All right, give it to me, baby.
And that's I think you could also talk me into UCF, Central Florida at plus 5.5, get them up to plus 11.5 against Kansas. Like, is Kansas really going to beat them?
I don't know. Might be a stay away from me and wind up being a shootout there. I don't know. I didn't
like
UCF
the other one I would probably, knowing me, like, look, and we even talk about this game, which is Indiana at Oregon. Like, the whole world's going to be on Oregon for a couple reasons. Like, one, we just saw Oregon go to Happy Valley and just basically beat the tar out of Penn
That's
State.
next week, though, right? Indiana, Oregon.
No, that's this week.
I thought it was on the 10th.
I thought. You're right. Is that the 10th?
Yeah,
okay,
week.
you're right.
That's next week.
Deal. Okay. Well,
Probably,
that's
buddy, that's going to be in our Big Six picks.
That spread right now is Oregon minus 11.5, and man, I'm licking my chops for Signetti.
Yeah, I'd be with you on that. Maybe jump on that one earlier. Hey, there's a little foresight for you guys.
Yeah, let's call that a look ahead.
Yeah, we'll call that a look ahead. All right, man. Let's jump on your money line dogs. I'm going to give you mine really quickly here. I already gave you one. I'm taking Iowa State money line dog at Cincinnati. I'm also going to take Western Kentucky plus 3.5 at Delaware. Guys, I don't really even understand this one. I know Western Kentucky hasn't really played anybody yet. Neither has Delaware, and it's their first year in the FBS football. I don't know, man. The 3.5. Give me Western Kentucky in this one.
Sure, I like that.
Give me Western Kentucky here. And I'm going to go against the team we wanted to peg as our darlings at the beginning of the season, San Jose State. We were going to be on them. We thought they were going to be good. Look for them to pull some upsets and maybe be a money line dog for us on a couple of teams. I'm flipping it because they're playing my darlings I announced last week, the team I'm going with every week now, and that's New Mexico. Covered big against New Mexico State last week by 20-something in a rivalry game. I like New Mexico. They're plus 3 at San Jose State. Give me New Mexico money line dog.
You like New Mexico State?
Who are they playing? I don't know.
Sam Houston. Is that who you're saying?
Oh, no. I'm saying New Mexico against San Jose State.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Not New Mexico State. No, New Mexico State, not good. Sam Houston, not good. Probably stay away from me.
Okay, I want to give I'll give you 3 I like, and here's one we haven't talked about, and I also like the spread on this one too a lot. I'm going to go, and this is a big one, right? So I'm going to give you a big one, big 7.5. They're home dog. I like because I think they can score. Hate the coach. Hate the program, but I think they will outscore Army, and that is UAB plus 7.5. Give me the money line on that all day. Like I just don't like Army. I haven't liked Army all year. I'm not going to start liking Army now. I think UAB can put up just enough points that Army can't keep up. So,
what did I text you like 2 hours, 3 hours before kickoff last week when they were playing ECU? I told you Army's quarterback from game 1 who got hurt is now reinstated as a starter. God bless him. Kid is not good. Get on ECU big right now, and they blew him out.
Yep.
This kid's not good. He's not good.
Oh, yeah. He's not good. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't get behind that kid. Sorry, kid.
He's not good. He's just not. He doesn't have that Captain America.
I just didn't like, and I don't even like I love our Army. I just don't like this Army team.
Yeah.
Let's
not get back down that road last year. How we weren't supporting the troops.
I'm not supporting the troops. That's my main point. I'm not supporting them.
You hated all the service teams, and we were like, whoa, public service. Andy's comments do not reflect those of this show.
Look, I can't do it. I also am going to be on Wyoming. On the money.
Okay, man. Oh boy.
Get out of here, UNLV.
I think it's a really bad choice.
That is a really great choice when they win. I can't wait. I can't wait
choice.
for them to win.
Gordon would tell you, oh, it's a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. You watch it. It's a nice little home dog. I'm going to find you one more home dog. Give my 3 in.
Okay, man.
And I'm perusing it. This, I don't love
You
a
can
lot.
stick at 2. We can get just good numbers this week if you want. No.
Why? I'm going to do 3. I want to drag our numbers to the ground.
Just going to drag them right into the
That's
dirt.
what I want to do.
Okay.
I got one. I think I'm ready. Ready.
All right.
I already got UAB. I already got them. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I don't think Sam Houston State's very good at football. Don't care. They're playing New Mexico State. So when 2 bad teams play, and you're going to give me a home dog at under a field goal or under, I'm going to ride with them.
Hey, you know what? And like I just told you, New Mexico State, they may be an angry bee's nest last week after getting kicked and sprayed by their in-town rival. So maybe they come out angry. Why not? Yeah. Why not? Take that one.
New Mexico State. The other one I took a real hard look at, by the way, was Maryland at home against Washington. I think Washington, here's the thing. Washington has to travel across the goddamn country.
Yeah, sure.
These teams that go from left to right and they're going almost as far right as possible. And they're going to play at like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's like 6 their time. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
That was to me the argument against USC last week too, which is like, if this game's at 1-4, maybe, but
Yeah.
So just keep an eye on Maryland as my other little sneaky one.
Yeah. Well, it might irritate the folks up in Seattle though, because folks in Seattle do not like to go far right.
That's right.
That's a good joke. That's a good bit there, and they're not wrong. All right, man. Well, hey, listen, there's a couple of dogs we gave you. We'll see which ones we pet.
Can I pick that dog? No, he's sleeping. Can I pick that dog?
Yeah, can we pet that dog?
All right, pet that dog. I want to pet some dogs.
We're going to pet some dogs. Last week we pet 11 and we only adopted 4. Let's see if we can do better this week. Okay, let's jump to the NFL real quickly. We're getting short on time here, but hey, that's because we're giving you guys extra winners. I've only got a couple here in the NFL I'm going to run through this week. Again, not a week that I am in love with. Rams, Niners, that's over on the Big 6 pick. Give me Colts minus 6.5 to the Raiders. I think the Colts are a good football team. I think we just found out Colts are a good football team.
You know what? Can I just say this about this game? Because I like this game a lot. And, if you're thinking about taking the Colts in Survivor, to me, this is a be careful game. Because look, if you think about this, and I just want to say this, a month ago before the season started, the Colts over under was like 5.5, right? 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, something in that area. A lot has changed. Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones has been really good constantly. I get it. Jonathan Taylor's fast. I get it. Bad Geno showed up last week. Generally, this goes to that theory. When bad Geno shows up, good Geno shows up the next week. So for me in this game, if it gets to please tease this game. If it gets to 7, maybe think about the Raiders. Don't go Survivor on this pick. People, if you're listening, please don't.
Raiders are not a bad football team.
They're not
just
bad.
Because I think the Colts are good doesn't mean I'm saying Raiders are bad. They're not bad.
This is my be careful game.
Yeah, for sure. Andy's right. Do not go Survivor mode on this game. I went Survivor mode on the Bolts last week and it bit me right in the ass. Rookie gets his first start against Harbaugh and beats him. It happens. It happens. Listen, I know everybody's sour on the Eagles, Andy. They don't like watching them. It's boring. They don't like it. I don't care, man. I have not been thoroughly impressed by Denver this year one bit. And this thing's at Eagles laying 3.5. I'm going to take the Eagles to beat the Broncos.
Okay. I kind of like the Broncos in that game.
I think everybody does.
I just, you know why? Because I can just only talk on my end as for the Broncos. Like the Eagles, if you take away a couple special teams plays and they got out early, like they just don't. This team reminds me so much of last year's Chiefs team. I said this last week. They're playing the 2024 Chiefs playbook to perfection, right? And awesome. They're like 20-1 last. But what do the Chiefs do a lot? The Chiefs show up on the road, just like the Eagles did. They show up on the road. At home, I'm just gonna implore my Chiefs theory to this Eagles team, which is a field goal or above. I'm gonna take the dog.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do it for a little bit until I get burned.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it seems like everybody is doing that every week with the Eagles. Everybody's taking the dog against the Eagles. And how many games did the Chiefs win last year? 12?
15.
They won 15 last year?
Chiefs won 16-1 last year. Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Okay,
Well,
15-2.
your theory then lands, because I thought last year was the year where they won about 12. So
they only lost. They lost to Buffalo, and they lost the last game to the Broncos when nobody played. So they went 15-2 last year.
Okay, then really give me the Eagles. Then yeah, keep that playbook going.
So I do think Eagles win, but I think it's close. If you're going to give me the points. Also, last thing I say about this. I know I'm rambling on, as I think more people are going to keep betting the Eagles. So just wait. It's Tuesday. By Thursday, Friday, you'll know this thing's not. If it gets to 3, take the Eagles.
Yeah.
If it gets to 6, take the Broncos.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be on it for sure if I can get the Eagles at 3. Bolts and the Commanders, you're gonna have to check that one on the Big Six pick, guys. Lions and Cincy. Now here's where I get mad that my state doesn't allow gambling, so I have to use an overseas gambling site, because anytime a team is playing, they shut down that team and you cannot bet them, because the Detroit Lions Cincinnati Bengals line was at 8.5 yesterday, but I couldn't get a bet in on it for this week until this morning. And guess what it is this morning after yesterday? Yeah, it's 10. At like 11. Yep, 10.5, 11. So now I'm in a spot where I'm still going to take the Lions to cover the 10. I'm going to take the Lions laying 10 against Cincinnati, because Cincinnati just looks terrible and looks like they've up and quit. And the Lions are looking really good right now.
Lions look great. I would say, I personally am always nervous about laying double digits to the road team. Mm-hmm. That's just my own thing. I just like a home team. Yes. I was on the Lions last week. There's a stat floating around. I should have said this last week. When the Lions have covered 2 weeks ago, when they destroyed whoever they beat, the Ravens, right? The next week, they're a double-digit favorite. They cover at a 70% rate. So my only point is, when the Lions get hot like they are, they roll. They roll a little while. When the wheels come off on the Lions, then the wheels come off and they got to start over. But when they're on fire, and they are on fire, it's a hard team to go against. I can say
Yeah. Who would have thought after their first 5 games, 6 games, everybody, including us, was like, this is a stretch where they're going to be lucky to come out 2-3, but then they can bang it home and get about 11 wins and get in the playoffs. They might come out of this stretch with 1 loss, that opener to the Packers, and that's it.
I know I've told you this privately, which is I like this Lions team 100 times more than last year's team. It has nothing to do with their offense or the defense. This team, to me, this Lions team feels tougher. It feels like that offense is much tougher, right? It's more willing. I think one of the nice things about losing Ben Johnson for this Lions team, and Ben Johnson's awesome. I'm not shitting on Ben Johnson. I'm with the Lions. Is that this team is more willing to pound the rock and play tougher, in my opinion, and less trickeration, which I do think is good. So I like this Lions team.
They got a chip on their shoulder, babe. I told you in the NFL preview, this is right where they wanted to be, man. The whole league going, windows closed, this team's done. And they're going, oh, yeah?
This one's good. This Lions team's a lot tougher. I like it.
Yeah, they're tough. I love them, man. I love them. Last one I'm going to give you is, look, I know the Pats are good. I know the Pats are better. There's still going to be some lore here. This is a home game for the Bills. I'll lay the 7 points to the Pats and take the Bills.
Yeah, it's up to 8.5. It's going to rise. So, I don't think the Bills are that good, to be honest. I do think the Pats are kind of sneakily getting a lot better. So, to me,
10 points is a stay away for me. 10's a stay away. If I can buy the 1.5 and get to 7, I'll play it. But 10's too many for me. No,
you can get there right now.
Yeah,
I would wait. Just give me a day or two. Let me see how it's moving.
Yeah.
See if it's moving in your favor or not. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I imagine it's only going to go up. If you want to get that 7, I think you better jump today. But I could be wrong. Maybe it'll move down some number coming in on the Pats. Maybe we'll see. I'm going to jump through some touchdown teasers here, unless you got another game you like. Those are the only ones. The rest of them are just a little too out there for me. Too big.
There's a lot of games I like. I like the Browns at +3.5.
Okay.
Why not? Carson Wentz is going to go against that Browns defense, and he's going to be successful in some way. No thanks.
Yeah.
I knew I think last week I was on the Vikings, and as soon as I saw Wentz running for his life, I'm like, what am I doing? Why? Look, the Ravens-Texans game. It depends on what you think, if Lamar's playing or not. Right now, it seems like Lamar's not playing.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of guys are not playing for the Ravens.
Right, and the Ravens have been beat up for 2 or 3 weeks now, and they are getting walloped by a lot of dudes. A lot of teams are just taking them to the woodshed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, the Lions did, the Chiefs did. Like, if the Ravens have to find a way to survive and get healthy. So, right, that's at plus 1.5 Ravens. Stay away. But if you think it's worth playing, and I would probably take the Ravens now, because that number's not getting to like 4 or 5. Unless Lamar is going out and we know it, it's not going to get too high.
I'm with you. You got to track this thing. I'm going nowhere near this thing. There's too many injuries on the Ravens side. And then if these guys do play, I'll expect them to beat the Texans, but you want to jump on the Texans because the Ravens look like they're depleted. I just too many question marks for me. I'm out.
There's 3 home teams that are bad. 3 really bad home teams that I like all week. And I'm going to take them, tell you who they are right now. I'm going to take the Saints. I'm going to take the Saints at minus 1.5. Look, Jackson Dart is as a rookie on his first road start, who just lost his best wide receiver against a Saints team. That's not bad. Like, I get that they have shown life. They have shown life in like 4 games. Like, look, I get the Giants defense is awesome. Sure. But like, I would never take any rookie on the road.
But just a bet you're going to make, though? Like, you're going to bet on the Saints, or is this a game we're just talking about?
I'm betting on the Saints. I'm taking the minus 1.5. I just like the Saints here. I like Carolina at plus 1.5. Same reason. Tua outside on the road. No, thank you. Just lost his best wide receiver. Carolina play better at home. Give me Carolina.
Carolina is a great pick for a money line dog this week.
100%. I'll be on that one. You know it. That's
what I thought.
The other is the New York Football Jets. They're going to play Dallas, and we just saw Dallas tie. Dallas is almost a 3-point favorite. What? Why? They can't stop anybody. Dallas can't stop anybody. Jets have they got Garrett Wilson, Justin Fields. They got a good running back, Breece Hall, like all day on the Jets. Give me the Jets plus 3. Give me the Jets money line all day.
Yeah, they gotta fix some shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. They gotta fix some shit, man.
Also, by the way, I know we didn't on the Big 6 picks, but I don't think we did Tampa. We didn't talk about Tampa and Seattle.
No, we're gonna talk about them in about 2 seconds here, though, because I'm telling you what.
That's it. That's those 3. I like those 3 home dog bad teams. Give them to me.
Okay, man. Okay,
they're not all dogs, by the way.
Okay, not yet. We're going to get to some of those. Let's run through the touchdown teasers really quickly. I got a few for you, starting with that Bucs team you just said. Listen, you're going to give me the Bucs plus 10.5 at Seattle. Yes, please. Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Bills in a pick 'em against the Pats. Yep. I'm going to take that. Yep. Going to take that. The Lions minus 1.5, which now we find out is going to be 3.5. It's going to be 3.5. But yeah, give me Lions minus 3.5 to the Cincinnati Bengals.
But don't bet it right now. Wait and see if it goes up and you just miss it. And if you miss it, you miss it. If you
at 3.5, it doesn't matter. You can just wait, right? You see what I'm saying? Yes, like if it goes to 4 or 5, there's no difference for you. But if it goes under 3, you're going to get it. So wait, 100%. Andy is right. Okay. What was my next one? Giants plus 8.5 at New Orleans. Ain't gonna be no touchdown game.
I mean, probably. I'm a little nervous, but I'm a little higher on the Saints. I just don't. I just don't like a rookie quarterback on the road without a number 1 wide receiver.
Fair enough. We've all got those closets we don't like to open up, man, and that's a good one. That's a fair one. Let's go with the Colts in a pick 'em against the Raiders. I'll take that.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna take that. All right, let's jump on a few of our money. Oh, you got some. Okay,
give me the Jets at 8.5. Like,
okay,
Cowboys can't stop anyone. Like, they can't
that's a
stop
good one.
Anybody. Like what? Like, there's every team in the whole wide world I'm taking at that. I would probably tease the Rams down, and I know we discussed it, but look, we're talking teasers. We gotta say it. Give me the Rams. Tease them down to a pick 'em. Like,
Rams and even.
And also I would look at the Browns.
Oh, yeah, Browns plus 10.5. Yeah,
and the other one, just because we're talking about it tease wise, is the Jags. Like, look, that's just what I would do.
Yeah, I do like that Jags tease too. That takes you to what right now? What's that line you're looking at?
3. So it's like, give me the Jags to 9. You can get them to 10. I mean, like,
yeah, if 7, we do touchdown teasers, so 7, you're getting to 10. Yeah, Jags plus 10.
And you're gonna get the Browns, by the way, at 10.5. Like
10.5. I love that Browns tease.
What are we
I
doing?
love that Browns tease, buddy, because right now we're going to move into picking some dogs for the NFL.
You gonna pick that dog?
No,
You
he's
gonna
sleeping.
pick that dog?
Oh yeah, we're gonna pet that dog, buddy. I'm gonna be on the Browns as a money line dog this week. Give me the Browns a money line dog. I'm with you, man. That defense is legit. That defense is tough. That Vikings offense. Listen, Wentz is serviceable, but the Browns defense is legit. And if they can get rolling on offense just a little bit, this is another game the Browns could win.
Yep. And we're talking about games. We're not talking about the Big 6 picks. So I'll give you 2 I like for sure. and I've already talked about them, is I'm going to take Carolina and I'm going to take the Jets.
Carolina and the Jets money line dog for you. All right, I'll give you my other two that I'm going to pick. I'm going with a threesome this week. I'm taking the Giants. I'm taking the Giants. I think there's a little spark with Jackson Dart there, and I just think that the Saints are bad. I think they can squeak out a field goal win there. I'm going to take the Giants as a dog on the road with Dart. You're right. Everything says that probably shouldn't happen, but goddamn, everything last week was like a rookie getting his first start against Harbaugh and the Chargers, and they fucking dominated that game, I thought. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking spark was for them, but also, I'm going to be on the Bucks at Seattle. I know Seattle's good, but my God, I think you'd be silly not to sprinkle a little money on the Bucks right now.
I love that.
Yeah, every single week they are in it. Cardiac Bucks, they are in it every fucking week. Go ahead and just give me a money line Bucks at Seattle.
I love it. The only issue, well, two things is like the Seahawks are better at home or better on the road than at home.
Yeah.
For some reason. The other issue is that Tampa's really beat up. So, but I'm with you. Give me Baker. I like Baker doing like the stuff he's going to do in that sort of situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me Baker on that one for sure. All right, guys. Hey, that's our picks this week for the NCAA and NFL. We're handing out a bunch of money. Quick update right now. Tigers are up 2-1.
2-1 Tigers. Let's go.
2-1 in the 6th inning right now. We're looking okay. Both teams have had an error that cost them a run. So 2-1 right now, Tigers. Let's go.
Hey, Mikey, I'll give you one other one that I kind of think. You want to take a bigger dog? Here
Throw it on me.
Denver Broncos.
Oof, I'm out.
Yeah, just
don't like them. I don't like them. I'm out. All right, guys. Hey, head on over to the Big Six Picks and check out Tankhead Mo on there. You know, we got everything going on over there. We got No Way. We got Quick Hits. We got Knock It Off. Gordon Butterfield's in the house with What Just Happened. We're giving you the biggest 6 picks of the week, and you know we're going to be having some fun. We're always having some goofball fun in the middle of that show. Go check it out and make some money this week. It's time for another episode of All Right Bet. Now, sometimes Louis used to sleep in the booth, man. I'm queuing you up, man. Like I give you a full sentence run to where you know I'm about to need the song there, man. Jesus Christ.